Good morning, students. In the previous video, we discussed about some proof for some standard results. For example, in the previous class, we proved the distance between 2 points and section formula and also midpoint formula. Now, in that section formula, we are having two subdivisions. Number one is internally. That means what is the meaning? The line joining the 2 points A of x1, y1 and B of x2, y2 is divided, that means in the ratio m is to n internally. We already proved this result. In the same way, now we are going to discuss about the same concept. For example, let us consider A of x1, y1, B of x2, y2 be any 2 points. In the previous class, we discussed about the point P divides this line segment in the ratio m is to n internally. Now we are going to prove the same result. Instead of internally, we are going to take this point, for example, externally. See, now P is divides the line segment AB externally in the ratio. So now select P of x, y. What is the meaning of here m is to n? See, from this A to P, that is m, then B to P, this distance, n. So this is called the point P of x, y divides this line segment AB externally in the ratio m is to n. Now what is the result? Now that P of x, y is well-known formula from your lower classes. That means in your 10th standard you are used the same logic in many times. Now what is the result here? mx2 minus nx1 divided by m minus n. The same meaning my2 minus ny1 divided by m minus n. This is the result. How it is derived? So now we are going to work out the logic. In the previous video, we discussed about internally. Now we are discussing about externally. See this in your diagrammatic explanation. We need the diagrammatic explanation for this. See, we are taking the coordinate system, x-axis, y-axis and this origin. I am going to take a point A and another one B. So now A x1, y1. Then now consider B x2, y2. Now P is a point which lies externally. Therefore I am taking a point P here. This is P of x, y. So it divides the line segment AB externally in the ratio m is to n. Just now I am explaining what is the meaning of m here. The distance from A to P. So this is m value. Then from B to P, this is n ratio, n value. So this is the logic. So A, B is the line segment. P of x, y be a point which divides the line segment externally in the ratio m is to n. M ratio n. Now draw a perpendicular line from this. Once again, we are drawing a dotted lines, then we can make it here for a clear idea. Then once again, I am drawing a perpendicular line. From this also I am drawing a perpendicular line. So I am drawing three perpendicular lines from the given. Now this is said to be a perpendicular line L. Then this is a perpendicular foot of the perpendicular, that is M. This is considered to be N. Now this is x1, y1. Then what is the meaning of L? It lies on x-axis. Therefore, it should be x1, 0. In the same way, see here x2, y2. Now M is considered to be a point lies on x-axis. It should be x2, 0. Now see N, x, y. Therefore, it is considered to be x, 0. Three perpendicular lines we are drawing from A, B, P. Now listen. I am drawing once again two triangles. I am drawing two triangles. Now A, I am giving the name already P, you are having the point P here. Therefore I am considering Q here, then R here. So now A or P is considered to be a right angle triangle. In the same way, BQP also considered to be a right angle triangle. These two triangles are said to be similar triangles. Now listen, what is the distance between AR here? See, from this diagram, AR, we need the distance AR. It is equal to LN. See this? AR equal to LN. Now, how we are able to find the value of LN? See, this is LN. We need to find the value of LN. That means from origin to this value is X. Origin to this value is X. The distance from origin to N is X. Origin to L is X1. If you are removing that, so it should be X minus X1. So we need LN. How we are able to find from origin to this distance is X. Just removing OL. So that means OL value is X. X1 minus, sorry, this is X. X minus X1. We can get this is AR. So the value of AR is X minus X1. Now we are able to work out. In the same way, see here BQ. Now we need the value BQ. Distance between these 2 points BQ. Here BQ is nothing but MN. BQ is nothing but, this BQ is nothing but MN. How we are able to find this MN? Once again, distance from origin to this is X. Origin to N, this is X. We have to remove this OM, that means X minus X2. So this is the value of BQ. So BQ is X minus X2. So we are able to work out AR. The AR is distance between ON to, we have to remove this OL. So X minus X1. In the same way, BQ we are going to work out. Now another distances. We need, see, this is the right angle triangle here. We need BQ. This is, we need BQ. How we are able to work out PQ? In this triangle, we need this distance PQ. How we are able to work out? See, this is the highest distance PN. So we can write like this, PN minus, we need to simplify, that means subtract QN. See the distance, we need PQ. From this x-axis, PN is the maximum distance. If we are subtracting the another one, QN, we can get this PQ. From this diagram, what is the value of Pn? Pn is nothing but the y coordinate, y minus Qn. See, Qn is equal to Bm. Here Bm is the value of y2. So just to compare the diagrammatic explanation, so we need PQ. PQ is nothing but Pn minus Qn. So here Pn is the maximum distance from this x-axis to, that is the perpendicular distance. It is nothing but y minus Qn. How we are able to work out Qn? See, this Qn is equal to Bm. Bm is nothing but the distance of y coordinate, that means y2. Once again, we need the same PR. We need the distance PR once again. Because PR is the another sign we need in this diagram, ARP. So we need PR. How we are able to work out the PR distance? See once again, this PN minus we need PR. So PN is the maximum. Then subtract RN. Therefore, PR is equal to, what is the value of PN? That is once again y coordinate. What is the value of Rn? This Rn is unknown, but this distance is equal to here AL. What is the value of AL? Just subtract minus y1. So dear students, we are able to work out 4 unknown quantities. See here, what are the 4 unknown quantities from this diagram? AR is unknown. Just now we work out, this is the value of x minus x1. This is the value of x minus x1. In the same way, BQ just now we worked out, this is the value of x minus x2. Then PQ, see here PQ just now we worked out y minus y2. This value is y minus y2. Then another one we worked out PR. What is the value of PR? This distance PR. PR is y minus y1. This is the value of PR. So, with the help of this diagrammatic explanation, see, if you want to prove all these concept, take a graph and plot the points. Then you can get very good ideas from this. You take a graph. Then we are working out in a system of coordinate axis. Dear students, if you are taking a graphical diagram, then it is very simple to work out. So y minus y1 is PR. So we are able to work out all the distances we need. So now, after finding out the distances, see the diagram ARP. See here, triangle ARP and triangle BQP. They are said to be similar triangles. See, ARP, BQP are similar. These two triangles must be similar. With the basic concept of similar, the corresponding sides are in proportional. So we can compare the corresponding sides. The meaning of corresponding sides. First, I am taking the bigger triangle. In this bigger triangle, ARP is the bigger one. Then BQP is the smaller one. So I am considering the bigger triangle as ARP. Here, take the AP as the first side. That is the hypotenuse. Divided by the same hypotenuse here, BP. So if you are taking the bigger first, then smaller second one. Bigger means AP divided by BP, corresponding sides. Then AR divided by the same corresponding sides, BQ. That is equal to, say the bigger one, PR. Bigger one is PR divided by PQ. So this is the concept of two similar triangles. We are dividing that means we are converting the proportionality. What is the meaning here? Corresponding sides are in proportional. What are the corresponding sides? AP divided by BP. Another one, AR divided by BQ. Another one, then PR divided by PQ. Now we know the sides value here. We need to substitute here AP. What is the meaning of AP? That is the ratio M divided by BP. What is the value of BP here? N. So M divided by N, that is equal to AR. See, this is the AR value. Just now we worked out X minus X1 divided by, what is the value of BQ here? X minus X2. X minus X2. Then PR. What is the value of PR? Just now we worked out PR is Y minus Y1. PR is Y minus Y1 divided by PQ. What is the value of PQ here? Y minus Y2. So dear students, this is the logic. So we are having two similar triangles. From the base of similar triangles, the corresponding sides are proportional. Now see, we are getting some proportionality. M by N is equal to X minus X1 divided by X minus X2, Y minus Y1 divided by Y minus Y2. Now I can equate these two. I am able to equate these two results. So if I want to equate these two results, I am writing here M by N is equal to X minus X1 divided by X minus X2. X minus X2. Just we are able to cross multiply the result. So if you are cross multiplying, it will become M times X minus X2 is equal to N times X minus X1. So just to open the bracket, so Mx minus Mx2 is equal to Nx minus Nx1. Just multiply inside. See here, we are having two X families and other two families. So I am converting X families in same side. See here, Mx. Convert in the other side, we can get Nx. That is equal to, this Mx2 goes to the other side. It will become positive. Therefore, we can get Mx2. It will become Mx2 minus nx1. Dear student, once again, listen. So we are able to get the proportionality from the two similar triangles. So after getting out the proportionality, we have to substitute the datas. Just to substitute the datas. From this, I am equating number 1 and 2. So first, we are going to equate the first two results, then cross multiply, then open the brackets, multiply. Now we see the result. See what are the result here? Mx minus nx. From this, we are able to take out x as a common. Therefore, take out x as common. From the remaining is m minus n. That is equal to, what is the result in your RHS? mx2 minus nx1. So we need to find the value of x coordinate. That means mx2 minus nx1 divided by m minus n. See your results. This is the value of x coordinate. Externally, it divides your externally concept. So x equal to mx2 minus nx1 divided by m minus n. In the same way, see here, when comparing the first two results, we are able to produce the x coordinate. In the same way, I am going to compare the first and last. I am going to compare the first and last. So see here. See the same concept. We want to compare the result number 1 and 2. The first result x, I am writing the result here. X equal to m of x2 minus n of x1 divided by m minus n. In the same way, now I am going to compare the result number 1, m by n, that is the equating 1 and 3. Y minus y1 divided by y minus y2. In the same process, we are going to work out. See the same process. Just to cross multiplying, we can get m times y minus y2 is equal to n times y minus y1. Just to open the bracket. So my minus my2 is equal to ny minus ny1. So just to interchange this ny to this side, another one. So if you are converting this another side, we can get the negative. Here is minus m2 goes to the RHS side, it will become positive my2 minus ny1. We are able to take y as common. The remaining is m minus n, that is equal to my2 minus ny1. From this we need the y coordinate. Therefore, the value of y coordinate is my2 minus ny1 divided by m minus n. See the result. The y coordinate is my2 minus ny1 divided by m minus 1. So what is the meaning of x comma y here? This is the coordinate of p of x comma y you are selecting. Therefore, this is p of x comma y. The point p of x comma y is here. When comparing these two results, then we are able to get the point p. So now p of x comma y is equal to, take down the two results, mx2 minus nx1 divided by m minus n, comma here my2 minus ny1 divided by m minus n. This is the concept of the point P divides the line segment AB externally. In the previous video already discussed about the point P divides the line segment AD internally, already we worked out. What is the difference? Only we are having the positive symbol, just a symbol changing here. Plus means it will become internally. Here it become externally. So dear students, lower classes onwards you are using the formulas. But what is the difference? In your higher secondary, you need the theoretical concept. How these theoretical concepts are proving. So with the help of the diagrammatic explanation, we are able to prove all the results. So dear students, don't forget, all these are just a theoretical explanations. Don't think about theory is boring. It is not true. So just you have to apply the diagrammatic explanation. After that, everything are same. Here, what is the concept you are using? Two similar triangles. What are the two similar triangles? A or P, B, Q, P are similar. then we have an idea. If two triangles are said to be similar, then corresponding sides are in proportional. So use the logic, then substitute the data. After that, we can comparing result number 1 and 2, result number 1 and 3, we can get the results. So students, so try yourself. Don't copy anything. Just listen the theory, then apply yourself. Try to prove it. It is better you are using a graph sheet, you can get a good results. In the same way, in your lower classes, you are using another one logic. You know the centroid. You know the meaning of centroid. See, what is the meaning of centroid from your lower classes? You have your proof. Already, you are using that formula. Centroid of a triangle. From your lower classes, you are using the centroid of the triangle. What is the meaning of centroid? First, you just recall what is the meaning of centroid? The point of intersection of the medians. The point of intersection of the medians. See here, I am just drawing a diagrammatic explanation. Ax1, y1, bx2, y2, and C of x3, y3. So these three are said to be the vertices of a triangle. Now here we are going to draw the medians first. First, what is the definition of median? So the vertex A joining the midpoint of this opposite side. I am considering D here. So D is the midpoint of BC. Then if you are drawing, that means connecting these two lines. So now AD is said to be one median. In the same way, if I am selecting a E here, E is the midpoint of AC. Then if I am connecting these two, so this is BE. In the same way, C, I am taking F as the midpoint. These three medians intersecting at only one point. That point is called centroid G. So what is the definition now? See, just from this diagram you can recall your definition. G is the point of intersection of the medians. This G is called centroid. Then what is the value here? So this is must have some coordinate. So G equal to, from your 10th standard using this formula, x1 plus x2 plus x3 by 3, comma, y1 plus y2 plus y3 by 3. So this is the formula already you are having. So this is called centroid of the triangle. Now, how we are able to prove this one? See, this is the logic now we are using. This G divides AD. That means AD is a line here in the ratio 2:1. That is the logic we need. Now itself we are working out the P divides the line segment in the ratio m:n. We are using. In the same way, now G divides the line segment AD internally. G is here internally in the ratio 2:1. Therefore, we are going to take a line segment AD. See this logic, AD. AD, I am taking only one line. Similarly, we can prove. See, AD. That means G is the centroid, which divides this line segment in the ratio 2:1. In the ratio 2:1. So with the help of this logic, we are able to prove this one. The value of G we can prove. I am going to work out only one concept. The same you are trying the other two. I am taking out AD must. Here AD only I am taking. So dear student, you have to try the other one BE, the another one CF. All these same ratio only. So you can prove this also. If you are drawing take a graph, once again draw a diagrammatic explanation, then see you are able to get the ratio 2 portion here. Here you can get one portion. You can prove with the help of graph sheets. You can try yourself. Now see AD. I am taking only one result. What is the meaning of D here? Just now I am explaining D must be the midpoint of this side. So this is BC. D is the midpoint. What is the formula we are using to find? In the previous class we discussed it. Instead of m:n, using 1:1, then it should be a midpoint. Morning itself, that means in the previous class we worked out. P divides the line segment in the ratio instead of m is to n, we can use 1 is to 1. Then we can get midpoint. What is the formula we are using? x1 plus x2 by 2, comma y1 plus y2 by 2. Here, but instead of, we are having two different data. See, x2 plus x3 by 2, comma y2 plus y3 by 2. So dear students, this is the coordinates of D. So coordinates of D is x2 plus x3 by 2, y2 plus y3 by 2. So now in this diagram, in this line, what is the value of A here? x1, y1. What is the value of D here? So D is x2 plus x3 by 2, comma y2 plus y3 by 2. So logic's always same, but instead of the data, you can replace some other. So dear students, no need to memory. What is the logic here? Instead of P, we are having G. What is the section formula internally? P divides the line segment, internally the ratio m is to n. Instead of m is to n, what is the ratio here? 2 is to 1. So we need to find, see here, G equal to, just to see the data, 2 times opposite x coordinate. So 2 times, what is the opposite here? x2 plus x3 by 2 plus 1 times opposite of x coordinate. So 1 time x1 divided by, what is the logic? M plus n. Here instead of m plus n, what is the numbers? 2 plus 1. 2 plus 1. The same value, the same concept. Once again, 2 times opposite of y coordinate. 2 times opposite of y coordinate. y2 plus y3 by 2 plus 1 times again opposite of y coordinate, 1 times y1 divided by 2 plus 1 divided by 2 plus 1. Can you able to follow this logic? Same internally section formula we are already worked out. In that A is x1 comma y1. Instead of B, in the theory we are having B, here D. But in the theory you are using x2, y2. Here another value. What is the meaning of D here? From this diagram D is the midpoint. Therefore use this. Now you are able to simplify this one. See here, in simple way we can simplify the data. See here. So now G. So now G equal to, listen, 2 here, numerator denominator will be removed. The remaining x1, x2, x3, see x1 plus x2 plus x3 by 3, again by 3. The same here, 2 will be removed, here also 2 will be removed. See that the other data, y1 plus y2 plus y3 by 3. So this is the centroid derivation. So dear student, G is the centroid. In your lower classes, you are using the formulas, substituting the data only. But hereafter, it is a higher secondary. That means 11th and 12th standard, you need the proof for every theoretical concept. Then only your analyzing brain will be useful. So dear students, you need data, just data. Think about the lower class definitions. What is the meaning of G? G is the centroid. Then define it. Point of intersection of the medians. First recall it. G divides the median, first median, in the ratio 2 is to 1. From that, take one line, AD. Take A here, D here, 2 is to 1 ratio, G divides. That is the logic. Then once again use the internal division. Just recall the formulas. Just instead of data, you have to interchange. In the same way, dear students, you try yourself. You try yourself by saying in the same logic, you need see here BE. Dear students, BE. Now I am drawing the line BE. B is x2 comma y2. B is x2 comma y2. E is, what is the meaning of E here? Once again, it is the midpoint. Midpoint of A and C. So you need to find the midpoint. So what is the formula? Just x1 plus x3 by 2. y1 plus y3 by 2. After that, take the G here. After that, take G here. Once again, G divides 2:1 ratio. Then you can work out the result. We can get the same one. Another one, once again, CCF. C here, take F here, CF. What is the value of C here? Just from this diagram, C x3, y3. Say here, x3, y3. Now you need to find F. From this diagram, what is the meaning of F? It is also the midpoint of the side AB. Then work out the midpoint once again. Take the point G here. It once again divides, same ratio, 2:1. Therefore, G is the centroid of the triangle. The formula is x1 plus x2 plus x3 by 3. Again, y1 plus y2 plus y3 by 3. So, dear students, take this theoretical concept, work out yourself. If you have any doubts, always use a graph sheet. Then you can get the very nice idea. Try yourself. No need to memory. All these theoretical concepts are very important for you. Then, in your 10th standard, you are using one more formula. That is also, what is that area of the triangle you are using? What is the formula? Just I am taking the same diagrammatic explanation. See here. Once again. All the formulas you are used in your lower classes. Because up to 10th standard, you no need any theoretical concept. But hereafter, you must know the meaning of everything. See here, x1, y1. So I am taking B here, x2, y2. Another C here, x3, y3. So ABC is a triangle. We need to find the area of this triangle. We need to find the area of the triangle. So from your lower classes, you are using area of the triangle is equal to half x1, again y2 minus y3 plus x2, y3 minus y1 plus x3, again y1 minus y2. This is the area of the triangle you are using in your lower classes. So area of the triangle. When we are using these, if you know the vertices of a triangle, see the vertices A, B, C. If the x1, y1 and x2, y2, x3, y3 be the vertices of a triangle, then we are using this formula, half of x1, y2 minus y3, x2, y3 minus y1, x3, y1 minus y2. So we have a proof for this also. In your next class, we are going to discuss the proof for this one. So just think about. So we need theoretical proof for all the formulas so far we used. So dear students, take down the notes clearly and try to work out yourself. Don't copy anything. Thank you.